What's up, Colts Nation? Um, so I guess I basically got too ahead of myself. I had just posted a video a few hours ago, not even really, talking about how Callahan was a front runner and how Jeff Saturday is not a front runner. While both of those statements could potentially be true, the only problem we have now is a lot of people were wondering, including myself, were saying, "Oh, the Colts might have their answer at head coach here shortly." Uh, well, we may not. The Colts have now concluded they are going to interview Lions defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn for the second time for a second interview tomorrow on Thursday. Uh So the head coach search continues. It is now up to 8 people on the list. They said it was going to be 7, and now it is 8. So a lot of things going on right now. Uh, and I apologize if I sound a little more upset than what I normally am. Some things going on with the family that I'm trying to keep in here right now and contain. So I do apologize. But I was hoping that the Colts would either hire Callahan tonight or, have the chance to get him, by the end of this. And the only problem I have with this now going on for the Indianapolis Colts is it pretty much shows their hand that they're not going to hire Callahan tonight or any coach for that matter. And it seems like the Colts will not make a decision until at least tomorrow night at the earliest. And this could potentially mean that this coaching search could continue for a little longer now as they weigh more candidates. And the only thing that's concerning about all this is the fact that the Indianapolis Colts are not the only team with a head coaching problem right now. The Arizona Cardinals are also doing that. And the Arizona Cardinals are actually going to be interviewing Brian Callahan tomorrow, the same time that the Colts are interviewing Aaron Glenn. So the only problem you're having now is if Indianapolis decides that Brian Callahan is their favorite and they want to bring him in, you're going to maybe have to get into a bidding war with the Arizona Cardinals. Maybe the Arizona Cardinals really like what they hear from Brian Callahan and they think that he can do a lot with Kyler Murray and they can figure things out. And then you got to figure out if it's worth fighting for him or if you're just going to go on to your next option. So again, you're biting the bullet here. Makes me wonder if the Colts really do have high hopes on Brian Callahan, because if he was really the number one candidate, then I would have imagined that by now the Colts would have either and I thought the coaching search was going to be over after this one with Callahan today. So at this situation, I would have thought they would have narrowed it down and would have stopped at this point. But we're now going to continue this with Aaron Glenn, who, by the way, I have been adamant saying that I don't think is worth the time. He was the defensive coordinator for the Lions. The Lions defense was one of the worst units in football. So this is definitely a little weird on why they would continue to have this search. But again, it is what it is. I'm definitely very concerned. I don't want to have this keep going, but we will just have to wait this out and we will just see what happens, folks. But let it be known again, I mean, the Arizona Cardinals are looking for a head coach right there with us, and Brian Callahan could be the deciding factor here. So don't know what's going to happen here with this team, but needless to say, I guess it's a little too much for me to think that the Colts are just going to go and get Brian Callahan right off the top, or anybody for that matter right off the bat. So The Colts head coach search continues at least until tomorrow. Let me know your thoughts on Aaron Glenn getting another interview with the Indianapolis Colts. And will the coaching carousel interview process stop here, or will there be more people to talk to? I have no idea, but we will keep you guys updated whenever we hear something. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as always, go Colts.